Hi, I'm back. Okay, let's get rolling. We are waiting for Ulilit to see if she can come back online. So we're now having some technical difficulties. The network is against us. So if we can't get her to come back online, we're gonna see if we can have her on, just have her join the live, not be with me on the live, but on the comments, and then I'll just tackle the comments one by one, and then she'll add her opinion and basically her comments. Yeah, guys, good tough, good rough out here. Hey ladies, Ninjani. I'm just waiting to see if Lily will figure, then we can do a comment. Okay, cool. So we're gonna try and add her again. If Kungavumi, I'll read the comment, say my opinion, and she will add her opinion on the comment section. And then yeah, I'll just try and read it out so that it's gonna be included in the video. Let's do that.
Goodness.
Why what's a goodness?
No, Sandra was the phone. It almost fell. That's why I was like, oh my goodness.
Babes. Do you know what I'm thinking? Even if you don't come on the screen, at least sorry, welcome. Sorry. Hi, gentlemen. So what I'm saying is, even if you don't show up like the picture, but at least if we have your voice, then we can just continue, because yeah, so that it's at least conversational, because I feel like if we have you on the comments, it's going to be a bit difficult.
It's not going to be so yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. As in, we'll just start because it's getting late, and I still need to cook. So the first comment we need to discuss is basically, welcome said, religion and culture must be one of the things that you need to discuss in a relationship at the beginning, and then you can go on to discussing gender roles basically, and the bills and everything. So, and I understand where he comes from, because remember, he made a comment with Amadlo's won't be so happy if he does the cooking in the family. So I think it's very important to see what's my religion, and basically my cultural beliefs, comparing to your cultural beliefs, and then basically by the common ground also, okay, fine, this is what we want to work for our relationship, so to say.
Because also, like when he said that would not be happy with him cooking. And when there are guys who are okay with cooking, there are guys who are okay with cooking for their person, like alternating with that person. Hence, the beginning must sit down, discuss, boom, don't journey, namting, don't journey.
Have a mutual
common ground.
Not
yes.
And if there's also continue.
So that if there's no common ground, then we decide we're going our separate ways, because if you can't agree on those, then there's no use in the relationship anyway. Yeah. That is why I get and also because yes, there are guys who would never cook for their person, and there are girls who would have a problem with that, and then there's others who would would have a problem with a person who doesn't want to cook with me about.
So I think it's basically finding common ground. Discuss your religion, your cultural beliefs, and then find the common ground as a couple. Then you'll move on from there. Then that's basically thing. And then Utalen said something about some joint accounts. So she was just saying, even a joint account for partner wako, and then things don't work out. And then Ukosa came back and he said, there are joint accounts which are safe, where you're both required for the withdrawal and you're both required for, I think, signatures as well for signing oath and stuff like that, so that the other partner doesn't go and does their own stuff at the bank when and then one also want to the bank statement or one about the bank. So yeah, I think basically if you do it right, then there's not going to be problems, because obviously with love and everything so be right, and then sometimes people get greedy and then they start deviating. So I think it's very important to make sure if you are doing joint accounts as a couple or as a married couple, make sure you're both needed for the withdrawal and you're both needed for signatures. So you're both basically authorizing anything that happens in that account. Yes.
That is more safer.
Yes, definitely. And then well, there was a comment that said bill splitting should be discussed so that one person doesn't always hold the burden of paying if you're going out, and basically paying for household expenses if you guys are living together but chatting.
Yes, that makes most. Those things need to be discussed. Like it's like the ground rules, the basic things, the foundation of this whole relationship. But how we're going around, so that to avoid conflict. Because now, if everything is solely on their shoulders, then
and I think it's not.
No, continue, Miss
No, I think it's not necessarily to avoid conflict. It's avoiding unnecessary small misunderstandings and arguments that you guys can just sort out, earlier on in the relationship. And then Usi said something very important. He said, a man who doesn't take care of the basics of the household, if you guys are married, and so basically if you're a guy and you can't take care of the basic household basics basically in the relationship and in the house, then he just flatly said you are not ready to get married.
True. I
think it goes back to the fact that what we were saying, Guti, as much as people are now saying everything is 50-50, I still believe a guy is the head and the provider of the family, because that's how I was grown up. And basically that's what the Bible also says. The guy is the head. And then we're not, as the woman, obviously you are his assistant, which is also why God created women to be the help. So you lead the way, you provide, but obviously if I can come in and assist. And and I'm not going to help because I'm the woman, but you lead the way and then I'll come in and I will assist as your helper in the marriage. Yes.
That's very true. I totally support that one, Shane.
Yeah, because I know me and you don't believe in this whole 50-50 situation. I know we don't.
No, there's no 50-50. Yeah.
I know we don't. Yeah, I know we don't. We believe that the guy is the head. And we respect that.
I'm just a helper, I've got my own roles good.
Yes. And I think with that said, doesn't mean though guys should then go and disrespect women just because they're the head of the family. Yes, definitely. And then, okay, friend, I need 2 minutes now. I need to get my muffins out of the oven. 2 minutes, I'll be back just now.
Okay. So what am I going to sit here and
do? Okay, I'm back.
Wow.
I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. I was baking, so I had to take muffins out of the oven before they get burnt. So the next very important thing, which is going to be part of the subtopics we'll be discussing next week, is ilobolo. So I can't remember who said this, but they said something very, very important. Paying ilobolo doesn't mean that you are buying a maid. It just means you are. I think how I see it with ilobolo, it's basically you building a relationship with that family so that you can have a relationship with your wife's family even after you guys are married, yabo, and so that your
Yeah.
families have that relationship. So I think that's very, very important. With that said, though, we're not saying ukuthi uh amantombazane and amakhosikazi should tramp and damage and bruise ego and pride yomuntu wesilisa, because I think they take ego and pride very
Very
seriously,
seriously. Very seriously.
unlike us. So there are guys, as you said earlier, there are guys who will not cook,
Yeah.
you know, because that's their pride and that's their ego. So I
It's
can't
not part
cook,
of what
you
they
know.
do. Yes.
Yes, and I can't clean the house, you know. I
Yes.
just can't. So, like for example, Mina, I know my mom and dad. So they married. They've been married for almost 10 years now. But my dad only cooks when he wants to cook.
Mm.
My dad only cleans the house when he
When you
wants to
want.
help us clean the house. Yes. So what they have done is they have this arrangement where my mom takes care of the house. So the cleaning of the house, the cooking, the laundry, everything. And then my dad takes care of the yard and the washing of the cars and basically maintenance and all that to make
Of
sure
the house,
it's
yes.
okay. He fixes that. But that's their agreement and that works for them. And it's been working for them for years.
Oh,
Because
yes.
I feel like it's yes, I think it has to do with that level. Umuntu wesilisa has ego, a very potent and very, like their ego is
Mhm.
something else, and they also have a pride. So you need to make sure you don't cross that line as the
Mm.
wife, and
Don't have one as
obviously, yes, and obviously, we don't understand. I think now you will agree on that one. Ilobolo, it's and it's tangy, guys,
yeah,
because I don't think you can put monetary value to like
on
a
the person.
person.
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
true.
And then they, so they were saying they agree with the fact that if you guys are not married and one of you has a car, your car is your responsibility. You
Thank
should
you.
not do that.
The whole because that's the thing. That's totally
The
needs to be
helping with the
considered.
car installments, insurance, no. You do your
Mm.
car installments, you do your car insurance, you do your car servicing, whatever. We can split a petrol if
Because
we
using
need
it,
to.
if we agreed food,
Yes, yes, if you guys agree. But in your car, I think it also goes to do with your house. Like for example, if you bought a house, it's your house, babes. You pay everything for that.
it's yours. Yeah.
I can help with the maintenance and everything, but that's your sole responsibility, Yabo, to avoid
Mm.
conflict. Because, of course, I said
And necessary.
those things end up in court.
Mm.
When now it's like Abana and whatnot, because I paid part of your car installments and
And now,
and now, Yabo. So I think, Jay, that's keep your car installments, insurance. It's your baby, and then we can decide
take
on the
care of it.
petrol because we are
Mm.
using the car. Yes. I think. Do you agree on that one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then they said something very important, and I agree with that. They said, because we are both not married,
Yes, I saw that one.
yeah. So we shouldn't be talking about marriage stuff, things
But
that
got
has to
what?
do with marriage. Mm.
I'm of the view that regardless of yes, it usually it's not advisable to comment on something that you're not going through or you haven't gone through, but that doesn't make you not have an opinion on how you want it to happen. Gokwako.
Yes.
Because I think at that point we're talking about our community of property, prenups, and everything. So it's my opinion because that's what I wish to do, regardless of me being married or not. The marriage situation.
Yes.
Because now, just because I'm not going through it, I've gone through it, doesn't mean that I shouldn't have an opinion about it.
True. And I think the main aim, so let me explain again the main aim of having this August edition for this year. So next year we'll be digging deep. So next year I'll be getting people who have experience and for this year it's merely to start that conversation because money is a topic that people do not want to discuss in relationships. Whether you are married, whether you are not married, it's a topic you don't want to discuss until you need to pay something. Then get your it's to start those conversations. But with guys, have topics like this if you are in a relationship. Have topics like this if you are married. I understand. Obviously, we're both not married, but these are things that you need to think about before you get married.
Yeah.
So that when the
that,
time comes, that when the time comes, you have an idea of what's happening, what's expected, and basically what you would want. But something they said was this whole community and out of community. But I understand, it's someone's opinion. It's almost like you're preparing for a divorce.
But in our day and age, it's something that it's your cushion which you will fall on. If you fall, if you don't, you don't. If you are, it has to be there. It's a safety, it's a safety precaution. Because in our day and age, you'll never know what happens. In the image, that's the honestly, and that's the truth of what's going on currently. So
Obanele is saying something very, very important. She's saying marriage is a contract, so you should know what you're getting yourself into, and that's very important. And that's basically why we started that whole community of property, prenup, and then I don't think this conversation is ever gonna end, eh? Welcome is saying you should not have opinions about things you don't know.
No, there's no such. We're not imposing our opinion on anyone.
No, listen. So we are not having opinions about marriage because obviously our opinion is based on what we would want to be prepared for before you get into a marriage. I hope I'm making sense. If welcome, we are not talking about things as in emchatweni,
because we don't know what happens.
We're not talking about things as in emchatweni. No, we're not. We're discussing isn't that you should take precautions for before you get into a marriage. Things you need to discuss, because marriage is a contract. You sign a contract with someone. It's an agreement. As much as obviously time and everything, but you guys are signing an agreement. And obviously, if things don't work out, in this day and age, a lot of things happen. If things don't work out, what precautions did you take before you entered into the contract? So I don't think that statement is right. But it's not necessarily asking opinions about things we don't know.
Yes, and I think we should take into consideration is that it's his opinion, but you're not supposed to be giving opinion about, So you should also understand that he's thinking galonto,
No, I understand.
Okay,
Yeah, and then the last one I wanted to say was basically what was I going to say? No, I think actually we've done all the comments.
Thank you. Okay.
What is she saying?
She's specifying by Yena. She is married, so
no, I feel like look, the topic we're talking about is very deep.
It's very deep.
I understand.
It's very taboo.
But it's also what I'm saying was I understand also welcome. It's his opinion. We should not be discussing marriage because we're not married. But these are things you need to know before you get married.
Discussions that should be taken before.
Yes, discussions you should have with your partner before you decide on getting married. Basically, and as I said before, we're not necessarily talking about what happens in marriage, guys. We're not talking about after the wedding, after you sign the contract, and then life after. No, we're not talking
because we don't know what happens there.
Things, yes, at the beginning, things that you should be aware of as a couple before you get married. Things you should discuss.
Things you should agree on, so that you start arguing about such things.
Yes, definitely,
Not
definitely.
necessarily
So
though,
I think,
welcome. Like he says that if it is deep, then you need experience. No. I don't need experience for me to say that in the chat out of community or property. I don't need experience for that. Because that's what I'm saying I want.
no, I think it's opinion clashes. Yeah,
It's
opinion
opinion
clashes.
clashes.
These things happen. These things happen. So, bottom line, what we were trying to do with today's IG Live is that you guys need to have money discussions with your partner. Be it you guys are just a couple dating or you are a married couple or before you get married. I think that's the main thing. We were starting the conversation. Start that conversation in your relationship so that you know, oh, welcome, oh man, go sick. It's just our opinion, Aibo. So basically, it's what we were saying. Was it the aim of the IG was so that you guys start having money conversations with your partners for fairness and basically to not have unnecessary conflicts in the relationship. I need.
Yes, that's the gist of it all. That the
Yes,
conversations must
basically.
end so that you know, because if this thing discuss say isaqala or even during like these conversations whenever they come up nithethe and then you know, because you need to know the headspace you're or you getting married, you planning to get married to, but what is their headspace, what is their background, what do they believe, so that our beliefs with regards to imali in this case, but are we on the same page or in different pages? Then if we're on the same page, we're going on the same page, or if we're different pages, see, you know, we decide from there.
Definitely, definitely. I think that's about it. And like know your relationship with money. And know what you're getting yourself into. Be it a relationship or you are getting married. And that's about it. That's about it. So I think that's about it for today's video. We're just checking the comments, man. I will have both the videos up on my YouTube channel. It is called The Mentorship Corner. The link is in my bio. And then Cicely Lita will give us my details of her YouTube channel and her beadwork biz, and then you guys can check it out. But yeah, I think thank you for everyone who has joined, and thank you for the comments and the engagement. I will see you guys on Sunday or Wednesday. On Wednesday. On Wednesday. Wednesday's one is also a bit, you know, hectic. I know you guys are probably going to come at me again, but it's fine. It's to start the conversation and basically to start having these type of chats and thought processes as young women and men growing up to, you know, type of thing. I hope it is. So Oganele has a comment. She's saying, Mina, I don't name my salary. I believe in responsibility splitting because some be like, you earn more than me and cause conflicts. Definitely, babes. And we did discuss this, ne?
We did.
We did discuss this.
So
thank you so much, guys, for joining and comments and everything. I think that's it, babes. Thank you so much, Lily.
Okay.
You should be saying thank you for having me. What's wrong?
Oh, okay, never mind. Thank you for having me in this discussion, and I really enjoyed myself. Yeah, I've learned a lot, especially from, you know, the comments and everything. It's been nice. Can we do this again soon? I'm joking.
Bye, babes. Bye, guys.
Bye.